Okay, I thought maybe we'd talk a little bit about the mechanical talking robots. These would be the robots that actually have a mechanical record player inside of them. And I did this poster picture with a digital sample, which we might as well start.
I am Robot, mechanical man. Ride me and stand wherever you can. I am Robot, mechanical man. I am the atomic-powered robot. Please give my best wishes to everyone. I am bulletproof too. I am a mighty man with 1 million horsepower of energy inside me. Do you get me now? Hello, kids. I'm a cosmos robot. Let us work together to create a happy and peaceful world. Work together to create happiness.
So that was just a short sample of what some of them sound like when they're talking. Things like Big Lou are very difficult to get talking. The recordings were extremely poor. He had like 8 messages on one little record, and so the quality was poor when it was new, and it's even worse now. In fact, let's go over to Big Lou. I had written down once what all his phrases sounded like. Actually, I don't know. You can pull much out of that, but having taken time in the past, I was able to pull out some of the phrases that were on his record. I think "I am your friend" was what he was just trying to say. Then there's also "I am yours to command," "I work for you," "Where shall we go?" "My name is Big Lou, please come at once." That's 6 that I have written down that I heard for sure. I think maybe I heard online or read online somewhere that there were maybe 8 phrases. In any case, not all of the toys that talked with the records on them were of super high quality. And of course, a lot of the original Magic Mics all had records in them until they started cheapening them up and started dumping the records in the smoking mechanisms and stuff like that. But I like trying to collect the ones that would speak in other languages, like would be in Spanish or would be in French or would be in German, and that was always fun to find those. So I tried to get all the variations, because I mean a Magic Mic by itself isn't an expensive toy to collect, and certainly isn't hard to find. It's one of the most copied toys of all of them. But to try and get as many or all the variations that you can possibly find, that's pretty cool. And especially if you can find them with the boxes, which is what I've always tried to do here. And there's all kinds of different versions. Not all of them had a talking. Some of them would have music generators in them. Some of them had see if I can get around to the back side there. What's the best way? Let's go this way. Follow me. Okay. Then we'll probably be so close we won't be able to see the individual ones. Oh, sure, but you can see like on the backs of basically all of these, there's also a microphone connected. So you could speak through the robot, besides it being a bump and go and moving robot, but it also then would have high intensity sounds where it'd make different sound effects. So they had the flashing lights, the bump and go, that, no records in that and no smoking in that. The original ones were bump and go with flashing lights and records, like these guys right here. You can see this one's in German. Sir John. Probably had to get that one just because it had that John name on it. Then I liked when they started adding the smokers to them. You could have the records and the smokers, and they almost immediately dropped the record player part, so that would be gone. Where they'd be bump and go with smoking, but nothing. You can see daylight through there. The record player had disappeared. Then they would actually put on the back how to replenish the smoke fluid in the top. You'd pull a little screw out and put a few drops of oil in there. Get them smoking again. Always loved the all chrome one. It was a very hard one to find at the time. There's another one down here that has different functions. It has buttons on the chest for different sounds versus this one here. So this one is still talking. You have the little card in the hand that tells you that you still have the record player inside. And they get larger. You can see here, still copying the same design. In fact, they would take that same design. Can I get out that way? No. We're going to have to go this way. Follow me. Oh. They would take that same design and made it into this gigantic fancy spaceman, battery operated. I mean, this thing is huge. Huge. What's it say? It's mystery bump and go action, talking, and 3 high intensity flashing lights. So, it has a player in it too then if it says talking. I didn't actually remember that it talked. I just remembered it was like a gigantic version of the normal Magic Mic. Of course, then you get back to you already heard those on the little recording. They all have the little record player in them. The version that they came out with in the 2000s, where was it, 2006, 2004, whenever it was, they did the repro version of it. Has a digital chip in it instead of the record player. I think that's about all we want to talk about on the old vintage record player talking robots. So that's it for now.